Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sally Limis. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. Sentencing takes place in federal court for those receiving drugs in the mail. Also tonight, DPS asked the public's help in locating a man on the run. And following a reported incident, the fire chief speaks out on sexual abuse. In sports, good news from the Pacific Games Council for next summer's event. Stay with us, these stories and more are next.
A meal replacement smoothie is a great way to keep your fitness goals on track during the holiday season, and they taste great, fast, and easy. The December smoothie of the month is Minty Java Chocolate Chip, and it's just $5. Check out the Shake Cafe, Gold's Gym, Garapan.
And there you have it, McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich. From the makers of the world's most stolen fries. The juicy chicken sandwich from the place that offers extra napkins for a reason. The tender chicken sandwich from the creators of a sandwich phenomenon. So you won't just be biting into a chicken sandwich, you'll be biting into McDonald's new crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Half a day to the Wami and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Wednesday, April 14th, 2021. A young woman who was caught purchasing cocaine on the internet receives her sentence today in federal court. 24-year-old Jean Bracken is sentenced to 3 years probation with no additional jail time for ordering cocaine off the dark web and having it mailed to Saipan. Bracken pled guilty to conspiracy to possess with the intent to distribute. Chief Judge Ramona Maglonia called Bracken to the stand and gave her a chance to speak before the sentencing. Bracken first admitted she was wrong and apologized to her parents and the entire community. She then went on and advised community members to choose their friends carefully as they can have a big influence on who you become. Judge Maglonia then proceeded on with the sentencing. Maglonia instructed Bracken not to commit any federal or state crime, not to use any controlled substances, and ordered Bracken to do a monthly drug test. There was also a court order to monitor Bracken's personal devices and to pay a $3,000 fine. Bracken was represented by attorney David Baines, who says they are satisfied with the judge's decision.
I think the sentence was a fair sentence. It's 3 years probation. And the judge thought about this and was very considerate and came to a just decision.
Robert Wallace, who conspired with Bracken to purchase the 3.5 grams of cocaine and shared with their friends, was given a 2-year probation period. The CNMI Department of Public Safety is seeking the public's help in locating a man involved in firearms. Don Jr. Pangilinan Sanchez is wanted by the Department of Public Safety. DPS spokesperson Adrian Pangilinan gives us some details.
On April 12th at about 10:25 a.m., an arrest warrant was issued by the Honorable Judge Joseph N. Camacho for Don Jr. Pangilinan Sanchez for a couple charges that include receiving stolen property, failure to complete a firearms owner identification requirement, removal of a firearm serial number, possession of a controlled substance, and trafficking of a controlled substance. And the judge issued the warrant with a cash bail set at $100,000.
As of press time, Sanchez is still on the run. Sanchez was arrested back in September 7 for unlawful discharge of a firearm. According to police reports, officers responded to a caller who stated his friend, who was identified as Sanchez, was shot in the leg by a car that drove by. Police later found out that the incident was self-inflicted. Sanchez accidentally discharged a handgun pistol to his left thigh.
If you have any information, please call 911. Or if you have any information and do want to stay anonymous, you can call the Crime Stoppers hotline at 234-7272. We do want to emphasize that any arrests or any leading up to an arrest is payable up to $1,000 in cash.
The administering of the Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine has been put on pause, as recommended by two major agencies. The Department of Fire and Emergency Medical Services has a zero-tolerance policy on sexual assault. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the U.S. Food and Drug Administration are recommending the United States to pause the use of Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine. Out of more than 6.8 million doses, 6 cases of a rare and severe blood clot has been reported. Hospital Chief Esther Munya immediately followed the recommendation.
So we have paused distributing the vaccines effective immediately, and we actually announced that as soon as we were alerted of that decision. The CDC and FDA, acting quickly and decisively, is delivering on their commitment to safety as a priority. We share that commitment, and that's why we immediately paused the use of the J&J vaccines.
Munya says they are in constant communication with CDC and FDA to get the most updated information. Only a small number of CNMI residents have been given the J&J vaccine.
We have a total of 49 as of last night, and that was around that time when we got the information.
Munya does urge individuals who have received the vaccine and has developed severe headaches, abdominal pain, leg pain, or shortness of breath to seek medical treatment and contact the CHCC's teletriage hotline. Moderna and Pfizer vaccinations are still ongoing.
The system works. The whole point of, making, I think CDC's action and FDA's actions to quickly act on it and, making a decision right away to put a pause so that they can get more information and do investigation on these, these events is key to getting that trust on the system, on the process of, this is how it works, and we are very grateful for that commitment to ensuring that safety is a priority.
The department don't tolerate sexual assault, sexual misconduct in general. We take this incident seriously.
Fire Chief Dennis Mendiola states the command team is on standby for the court's decision on firefighter Peter Litulomar, who is being charged with sexual assault in the second degree. The Department of Public Safety is taking the lead on the case, and if Litulomar is found to be in violation of any DFEMS regulations, it could lead to a serious disciplinary action.
Depending on what comes out of the investigation, and if found in violation, then we're going to take further action, and I can assure you that it'll be termination. We won't accept that in the department.
Mendiola states all DFEMS employees took a class on safety in the workspace before their employment, and due to the recent incident, more classes will be offered to identify exactly what is harassment.
Sometimes it just starts off with just the guys and gals, joking around. It's a routine, routine thing in the workplace where we just joke around, but then there's that line where we don't cross. So I think we need to go back and get some training just so that everybody can understand what's that line. Like this is unacceptable. You can't cross this line. So the Deputy Chief Mesa is working with OPM on that right now, and as soon as he gets some confirmation dates, the entire department is going to go through that training again.
The administration has not spoken to Litulomar since the incident occurred, but actions have already taken place for when he does return to work.
Currently, we already transferred the lady to a different division, and likewise, the individual will transfer to administrative duties pending adverse action. So they won't intertwine or won't come across each other.
Coming up, we celebrate Environmental Awareness Month with these activities. Stay tuned.
For the different beats of your life, we're here to keep you connected the way you want it. Plans made for you, by you. Build your own bundle with Link. Select the internet, entertainment, mobile, and home phone plans that fit your lifestyle. Pay for what you want, not for what you don't. Build your own bundle and save with Link.
Winigi PHI Pharmacy in Gofadahi, Ihinim Lomo.
Our complete line of pharmaceuticals and lowest prices ensure you get the treatment that you deserve.
Our compassionate, friendly, multilingual staff will take the time to get to know you, explain your medications to you, and answer any questions that you may have.
Ngere eyor sumaye ukalweres ren, kutsu wayor safeye emal ebalisiu klalyam weres.
Inumin ng inyong gamot ayon sa inireseta ng inyong doktor at alinsunod sa bilin ng inyong pharmaceutical.
We accept most insurance, but in case you don't have coverage, we offer cost-effective generic drugs.
PHI Pharmacy, your lifelong partner in health. PHI, the pharmacy you can trust.
So what are you going to do this year? At Gold's, a dedicated fitness studio with a cushioned floor is perfect for group exercise. The cardio room features a variety of treadmills, bikes, steppers, and ellipticals. Fitness machines will help you achieve your goals, and the largest free weight area on Saipan gives you comfortable space to work out. Gold's Gym team is ready to help you get to your goals. Try harder. We know you can do it. Green sea turtles and hawksbill turtles call the Mariana Islands home. They're an important part of the marine ecosystem. They are under threat, and they are protected under CNMI law. Keep plastic out of the ocean. Keep vehicles off the beach. Use the Sea Turtle Stranding Hotline if you see poaching activities or if you see a turtle in trouble. Call 287-8537 and save a turtle.
Welcome back to the Channel 2 News. April is Environmental Awareness Month. The CNMI Bureau of Environmental and Coastal Quality has 2 activities lined up for the community. BECQ officials spoke before the Rotary Club on Tuesday, informing them on 2 events that promote environmental awareness. On April 23rd, BECQ and DPW will sponsor a recycling competition. Schools that recycle the heaviest weight per category will win some money. The 3 categories are cardboard or paper, plastic water bottles, and aluminum cans. The annual island cleanup is also coming up. Registration is now open for the 2-day event, which will take place on April 23 and 24. Sabrina Shai and Emma Iriarty appeared before the Rotary Club on Tuesday, speaking on the importance of cleaning up the environment.
Our data from 2020's International Coastal Cleanup, we had 171 volunteers in the CNMI alone, and we collected 9,097 pounds of trash across the CNMI. We have a total of 75 locations. For a small place, that's big. That's really big. And to share also that IWC is an island-wide and ICC is coastal, that's just our coastal zones. That was cleaned up 9,000 pounds of trash. We can really make a difference here, and together, working together with the groups, with the agencies, with even our students and our children, that's how we can make a difference in all the pollution that is found either land or sea.
For the latest news from our southern neighbors, we turn it over to the KUAM News team.
Hafiday Sinamai, I'm Tyler Matanani. Here's what's making news on Guam. This recent round of federal pandemic relief will likely be the last, so local residents need to be more prudent in how they plan to spend it. That was the message Tuesday from Congressman Michael San Nicolas during a news conference today from Washington. Nestor Lecanto reports.
Congressman San Nicolas provided an update on federal assistance, saying as the U.S. economy starts to heat up, the pandemic help will start to taper down.
PUA sunsets in September and we are not in full recovery mode, we're going to have a very, very serious economic problem with resources drying up federally and with our local economy unable to pick up the slack.
San Nicolas will be meeting with GVB on ways he can help with restarting our main tourism industry. But we could be in for a slow rebound as our main source markets are well behind with their vaccination programs. That's why he's urging residents to spend wisely.
But I do want everybody to be mindful that we cannot go out and do a lot of luxury purchases or do a lot of feel-good buying. We are skating on thin ice. And so that kind of work needs to continue, but we need to look forward to the future, very, very mindful of the fact that until that is concrete, everybody needs to be on guard, and we need to be very, very careful of how we spend our money.
But we could get a boost from the $1.9 trillion National Infrastructure Improvement Program the Biden administration will try to push through Congress.
It's difficult for us to have a firm number at this time of what portion Guam will receive, but we're looking at working to get as much of our formulaic funding from that as possible, so it'll all be percentage based. And then on top of that, bumping up the numbers for our specific areas that we're targeting, especially the mass transit funding and the housing for senior citizens and for people with disabilities.
Meanwhile, San Nicolas says he expects the $661 million in discretionary assistance for the administration will be released by the end of the month. The governor plans to withhold about $300 million of that to build a new hospital.
I would say that setting that funding aside for that purpose at this point may not be a bad idea, but if our circumstances on the ground don't markedly improve in the months ahead, we may need to reconsider whether programming that funding into different areas to fill the gap in the interim might be a better strategy.
San Nicolas expects to return home later this month when he will also deliver his State of the Congress address. For Guam's News Network, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
Stay informed 24/7 by checking out KUAM.com or downloading the KUAM News app available for iOS or Android. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Tyler Matanani.
Coming up in the sports report, we've got a Mahi Derby report that stars Wahoo and teenagers. You're never too old or too young for KSPN2 Sports.
The newest in entertainment lets you do TV your way with Docomo Pacific D TV Plus. Watch your favorite live and local channels, stream movies and shows on TV, on your phone, and on your tablet, right from your Docomo Pacific Wi-Fi. No more wires, no more cable boxes, now with the best price. Do TV your way with Docomo Pacific D TV Plus.
How many letters?
5 letters.
Just think about, what am I doing right now?
Smile. Smile?
Uh-huh.
This is so easy.
Nobody likes to be stopped by the police, but if I'd seen her texting while driving and given her a ticket, it'd just might have saved her life.
We're one of 8 U.S. regional fishery councils established under the Magnuson-Stevens Act. The council uses the best available science and local knowledge to develop fishery management plans for over 1.7 million square miles of our productive Pacific waters.
We worked with local scientists and managers to develop an app that captures detailed fishery data.
Accurate CATS data from the fishing community are needed to sustain fish populations.
Take a proactive role in fishery management.
The power of data is in our hands.
Buy one, get one free for the off-road adventure at Marianas Trekking. Come ride our side-by-sides at our best price ever and experience a great 90-minute trail ride. Rain or shine, hopefully rain. Book now at Marianas Trekking. Saturdays and Sundays by reservation. Call 323-8735 or book at marianastrekking.com.
Tonight's sports brought to you in part by Tan Holdings through the Tan Su Lin Foundation, making communities a better place to live.
Buenas sports fans.
Buenas sports fans, the NMI chances of winning a medal in the 2022 mini games just got a lot higher. Good news from the Pacific Games Council. This week they approved the addition of 3 sports to the event: outrigger, canoe, weightlifting, and tennis. At the last Pacific Games, the NMI's only medals came from tennis, and national coach Jeff Race is ecstatic about his team.
I think our NMI team is only going to be it's going to be better than it was in 2019. Colin Sinclair is still playing in the pros. Robbie Shore is going to have 2 years of college under his belt, as will Ken Song and Isabel Harris. And Carol Lee also going to have a couple more years of college tennis under their belt. All of those guys are only getting better.
Are they committed to coming?
They are. We got together shortly after we came back in 2019, and I said, can we make a commitment to all being a part of this team when we have it here in Saipan? And they were very, very excited. And now that we've put the information out there on our WhatsApp group chat, everybody's thrilled.
Former NMI National Outrigger Canoe medalist Jim Cyrock is out on the trail, the Pacific Crest Trail. Got a latest report on his whereabouts in Southern California.
Well, it was a long climb up over the top of this mountain for me, but now it's downhill. And there's Lake Marina. I got to go down this path here, but that's where I will be heading and staying the night. you. Beautiful view.
All right, for the 17th annual Mahi Derby, well, we went out to Smiling Cove to reel in this report. Saturday, all 59 boats returned to Smiling Cove Marina, most of them with either mahi or wahoo, the only two fish that were worth prize money. It was a good day for Rex Pixley. How was it out there, Rex?
Good. A lot of fun. A little rough, but yeah, that made it worth it.
Made it worth it? His dad, Steve, didn't win the mahi or wahoo prizes, but well, it had the best music. Not all the fishermen at the weigh station were men.
Melina, I'm 14. Mariana, and I'm 17.
You caught this together?
Yeah, auntie.
How long have you been fishing?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, like, this trolling, not long. But, I don't know, we found the boat.
When you're going out there fishing, why do you do it?
It's fun. It's fun.
Then our Secretary Tony Benavente was impressed.
You know, how lucky can you get? They went out, their dad's working, and then they're out there fishing.
How does anything get better than this today?
And look at that. We got girls coming out now and going out fishing. So that's the best one right now.
Royal Soil was in the lead for the biggest wahoo, a side bet that was worth more than the winning marlin. Shane Villanueva was sweating it out. How much more time?
Hey guys!
What's the countdown? How many more minutes?
Oh man, we got 13 minutes left.
Can you handle it? Can your heart handle it?
We're waiting. We got a lot of boats coming in, Bob. You know.
Better sweat it out.
We are. We're sweating it out right now. We're right here, front row vision. You know.
11 minutes to go before the Derby closes.
Hey, nice catch, man! I hope you guys only got mahi on that boat. Why? You scared? Yeah, I'm very scared of that boat.
And then it was over.
Let's go!
Wow. Alvin Iglesias in the 10-7 won the 17th Mahi Derby with a 18.7 pounder for the $2,000 prize, but Royal Soil's 21.2 pound wahoo was worth $2,200 in side bets.
We'd like to thank SFA, the whole crew. We're happy that everybody was able to come back in. And we just got the side bet. We didn't win anything. We didn't catch any mahi, but we got the biggest wahoo. So.
Well, technically you didn't win because you didn't win the Mahi Derby.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's all right. Saipan Fishermen Association's President Tony Scraggs says things are looking up for this summer's Derby.
And with the blessing, of course, of the COVID-19 task force, we are looking to go back to our normal, full-blown international fishing tournament, which is 2 days, July 10th and 11th of this year. 2 days. Well, last year we only had it for 1 day, but this year we're hoping to go back to 2 days with our trophies, our banquet, and everything else.
You may recall that the boat 10-7 was also the winner of the 2018 Marlin Derby when Keith Torres explained where their name came from.
The name 10-7 came out from cockfight. It says 10-7 here, local, and in Guam it says Logis. So we're 10-7. This is one of the hardest time we ever tried this marlin. It took us 10 years to put our name on this trophy. We're not here for the cash. We're here for this trophy. Our name is in this trophy. 10-7. We love you, Guam. All of Guam, we love
you. Here's the windup and the pitch.
I don't believe what I just saw!
Go-karts, off-roading, and the driving range now open at Marianas Trekking. Go-kart track will be open Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays with 50% off when you book online at marianastrekking.com. Hours 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Use the promo code HAFA50 to get your discount. Off-roading is open too by reservation. Come on a 90-minute trail ride that is perfect for families. Book online at marianastrekking.com. Golfers, come practice on the driving range. You can even pay online, and we will have the balls waiting for you. Come see us weekends at Marianas Trekking, 323-8735. Do you have the flexibility to work out between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m.? At Gold's Gym, we call this off-peak, and it can save you money. Short-term daytime memberships on sale now, just $59 per month, and gets you access to the biggest and cleanest fitness center on island. Get yourself healthy and strong. Check out Gold's Gym today.
Today's weather report, the high 89, the low 80. Humidity 62%. Tomorrow, same old, high around 89, low 79. Seas are 4 to 6 feet out there. Sunrise at 3 past 6, high tide at 8:52, a low tide at 3:42 in the afternoon. Sunset will be at 6:31. And that is it. That's your news, your sports, and the weather on the beautiful Wednesday here in the CNMI. Thank you for watching. See you back here on Friday.